This is the start of a new unit. We're going to be learning about proofs, and we start with this section 2.1. Students will make geometric conjectures based on inductive reasoning. Now, the first word we have to understand is what is actually a conjecture. And what a conjecture is basically an estimate. It's an educated guess based off of the information that you're given. And inductive reasoning, the definition I'm giving you, building on several pieces of information to arrive at a conclusion, but really all it is, it's the process that we go through to make our conjecture. We look at the information that we have, and we decide on what is our conjecture, based on what is the information that we have. So here's our first example. The only information that we are given is that we have points A, B, and C, and they're all on a line segment, on a single line segment. And our conjecture, the only thing we can really say about this is, well, one way we can look at this is if we draw it out. So let's say we have a line segment, and we have our points A, B, and C, and what can we honestly say about these things? And what we can say is that they are collinear, because there are 3 points on a line. That's all we're given, that's all we can say. And you'll see later, there's other conjectures we could try to make, but they don't actually work with this. So right now, all we can say is points A, B, and C are collinear based on the information given. And so here's what I was just talking about. We are given A, B, and C lie on a line segment, and let's say we have conjecture B is between A and C. So as you saw before, when I gave you that point, when I gave you the diagram, we have A, B, and C. And in this case, it could be true. However, this is not always the case. In this case, to disprove a conjecture, all we need is a single counterexample. And since we're only given the fact that those 3 points are A, B, and C, and not their actual positioning, we can have B on the left or B on the right, and A in the middle or C in the middle, however we want to do that. And in this case, our counterexample disproves the conjecture. So this conjecture is false because we have a counterexample. A counterexample is an example that goes against our conjecture. And one thing worth noting is oftentimes you can have many examples that work, but with counterexamples you only need one counterexample to disprove a conjecture. So the first thing we're going to say is that, okay, so angle B is equal to 180 minus angle A. And the reason we can say this is because this is the definition of supplementary angles. Because 2 angles that are supplementary are 2 angles that add up to equal 180 degrees. So whatever one angle is, the other angle is 180 minus that angle. Okay. For this, we're going to try to make a conjecture based on this information. Angle B is supplementary to angle A, and angle B is also supplementary to angle C. Now, later on, we're going to do full-on proofs, but for right now, we're just going to basically make a conjecture and use an example for which it works. So what we're going to conjecture is, well, since B is supplementary to both of them, we're going to say that angle A is congruent to angle C. And we're going to draw that out with our little notation, so we're just going to do this here. Angle A is congruent, with a little line above it, to angle C. Whoops. Okay, that didn't work. Sorry about that. Let me try that again. Angle C. And I think I'm going off the thing, that's why. Okay. So in order to do this, we're just going to set up an example, and all we have to do is let's make our angle B. So we're going to draw angle B, we're going to say this is going to be angle B, and we're going to draw it. And it doesn't really matter what it looks like, we're just going to make, okay, so let's make angle B something like this. And let's say that it can be any angle that we want it to be. For the sake of things, let's just call it 132 degrees. This could be whatever we really want it to. Now, we're going to have our angle C. Now, angle C, if it's supplementary to angle B, we know that it basically has to be the angle that comes together to make it 180 degrees. So this would be 180 minus the 132, and we would end up getting an angle that looks a bit something like this, and that ends up being 48 degrees. And then over here on the other side, we're going to do it again, but we're going to call it angle A. And angle A is pretty much the same thing. We have the exact same situation. We have 180 minus 132, since it's supplementary, and that ends up giving us, again, 48 degrees. And so we look at the information, and what we now have is the fact that, okay, we have angle A is 48 degrees, and angle C is 48 degrees, and the two have the exact same measure, so therefore they are congruent. Now, for these problems here, all you need to do is try to figure out if you can make a counterexample. If not, then they're true. So just try your best. I know this is brand new for you guys, but we'll go over the answers during school the next day. So please let me know if you have any questions and leave any comments below. Thank you.